Yourself and please go.
Hi, I'm May Taylor and I live in District 9. I'm here today because I feel unbelievably lucky that my family and I get to live in Central Austin, and I want as many other people as possible to have that opportunity. Our region is continuing to grow rapidly. We can either grow out by pushing people to the suburbs, or we can grow in by making space for more people in the central city. I think Central's better, so I want to talk about what it means for a family like mine to be able to live in Central Austin. First and foremost, what it means is that we don't have to live far out and then drive into the city every day. It means that my kids are experts at riding the bus as well as biking for transportation. It means that we can cut our expenses by owning only one car. Possibly most important to me, living central means that we're able to eat dinner together every night and still get our kids to bed on time, something that just wouldn't be possible if we were sitting in traffic every night after work. It means that I will be able to proudly enroll my children in AISD schools when they're old enough. These things are good for me and my family, but they're also good for the city. Fewer cars on the road, higher enrollment at our public schools, higher ridership for our public transit. When people say that we should not house more people in the central city and that we should just let the whole region sprawl out uncontrollably, these are the trade-offs that we have to think about. It's not kind or progressive to block younger generations and new residents from being able to live in the central city, and it's also not a smart growth strategy. We have to build more housing within the city, and in order to do that, we will need to allow smaller lot sizes and missing middle housing types like townhouses or fourplexes. A lot of the conversation around Code Next has been focused on making sure that the people who are already here get to stay. That's really important, and I'm glad that we're not losing sight of it. But here's the thing. Some of our existing residents are children and teenagers, and remember, we're planning for the next 30 years here. They didn't get to buy back when property was more affordable. If we want future generations of people who aren't rich to be able to live in Austin, then we can't exclude people just because they can't afford a large lot single-family home. I'm tired of hearing that families don't want to live in townhouses or condos, that families want big yards and big houses, because maybe so, but if they can't afford it, then it doesn't matter very much. What I really want, and I'm lucky to have, is just a place where I can raise my kids without having to get in the car every time that we want to go to a park or a library. I find it unconscionable that so many in Austin are willing to say that Central Austin neighborhoods belong only to the people who got here first or who can afford to buy large lots at today's prices. I don't want to see what Austin will look like 30 years from now if we continue on that path. We have to allow homes on smaller or shared lots if we want Austin to be an inclusive and vibrant city. And we have to allow them pretty much everywhere, not just on corridors, not just in certain areas. We need all housing types and all neighborhoods to account for all types of need. Thank you.